guys, we're live, and yeah, so haven't done live in a week, I think. This is our new weekly tradition to have lives here, and today we're going to continue working with this ref that I have been studying previously, and basically today I'm planning to color it. So yeah, we have the sketch. I just made it a little bit more transparent, not as bright as it used to be, and we're going to go work with the colors. Start with the skin, as we usually do. And choose the appropriate color for it. Hello, Edis. Hello, Владимир. Всем привет. Hi. Okay, so I think that we're going to choose the base colors somewhere in this, within this range, I would say, like kind of. I think I will start with this kind of like cooler rose color, pink. We'll see, maybe I will change it a little bit later. And yeah, so I'm just thinking whether I should separate the layers or just go with the flow. Let's maybe try to go on the same layer and see what happens. Oh, by the way, we forgot to, I forgot to color the hand. I will also put this skin color here, even though like I'm intending to cover it with some clothes, but so far let it be so. Guys, nice to see you here as well. How are you doing? So starting with base colors first, and yeah, I'm gonna try to work on pretty much the same layer today. We'll see how it goes. Haven't done this in a while, but actually it's something that I usually do. So we'll see if I still remember how to do this to make it like too reddish or too yellowish. Let's try to go with this color though, and then maybe we'll change that once. So far, trying to build the overall palette. And the clothes. Basically, the clothes is somewhat white or gray, light gray. So I'm just intending to go with this, like really nice pale pastel purple kind of color. More into grayish kind of something. So Good too. Thanks for asking. Like, at first this Sunday was really lazy and relaxed, and but then I just started doing things that I planned to and postponed. So just finally worked on that Ada painting. Almost finished it. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Closing these white areas that are left, more accurate, cleaning things up. Part of the artwork is there. School year which is coming, so do you think you're ready for it? I mean, I'm not at school obviously, but I just see a lot of students getting ready for this beginning of the year, in the stationery shops, buying stuff for school. I just really love that aspect of going to school, all this getting ready kind of thing, and buying stationery, pencils, pens, all this kind of stuff. I still love it. Even though I finished school already, I still from time to time go to buy me something, not just drawing stuff, but just regular pens and things. Thinking about leaving these little scribbles, doodles that I did previously with the cat and the eyes. I'm just thinking to maybe work on them somehow. Maybe they could be stickers, or maybe just, I don't know, some background kind of weirdness. I don't know, I just don't want to erase them. The study, and I like how organic the process was, so I just want to leave some of these things as they were. Want to really tweak the palette and see how it would work in different hues. I mean, I like it so far. Just wanna experiment a bit and just see how it works. It looks like. anyhow, like you still like use this kind of lasso tool, the color filling. Still, like at the edges, it looks a little bit weird, so you will have to do some sort of like colored outline. Anyway, I mean to maybe make the lines more flowy, more organically looking and stuff. So yeah. I'm just trying to take a picture. I'm not sure that people from Insta already joined. We'll give them a little invitation. Almost there. I'm just trying to take a picture with my left hand. Okay, painting. Sorry for that. Disappeared for a long time. Like what I really liked about that sketch, that it looked very like lively and it felt this way. So I just really want to keep that when drawing here. So let me see if it changes anything if we just put it to multiply. I think it's better now. Even though like I like this kind of like pastel kind of look, it definitely adds something, but I think what we need here right now is really a multiply mode. What I really like about digital painting that you can tweak so many things. Really change your mind later. And I would say that's my second favorite media, gouache / acrylics. Kind of give the same flexibility. Like you don't have to worry too much about making mistakes or like experimenting and then changing stuff, because obviously you can repaint, paint over it, and that's, I mean, in the majority of cases, unless you like mess up like too bad, I think that usually they really forgive all your mistakes. We're going to work with our... Actually, the lighting is pretty interesting here. I'm just thinking about here, but I guess we'll just go with the flow and see what happens. Smudging tool. a little bit more like orange, but closer to the yellow. Not like too reddish. Hi, welcome. Nice to see you here too. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate that. I hope your Sunday was good. Is it good? With this, my favorite kind of gray slash purple. Well with the eyes. I mean, not the color, but the eye apple. I mean, the white part. If that makes sense. Actually reflecting, I mean, I'm talking about the ear. There's lots of reflection, color reflection happening due to hair. Right now, just improvising with colors, checking what looks good, what doesn't. Is the music okay? Isn't it too loud? If it's too loud. Oh, I'm so happy. I hope your day is good. We can see some golden let's see if it works. I mean, of course, like, we are not slaves to the reference. Let's see if it works well. I mean, if we don't like it, we can always change that. If it's like radiant kind of colored here or what, but it looks way darker. I think that first we will go like with this color here and maybe for the sake of blending in, like just connecting Yeah, I also feel like it's too loud. Is it better now? I think now it should be good. Well, yeah, I fixed that. Oh, is it better now? So, basically we have like, let me check if this works. It could be like that. I'm just working right now on the darker part of the hair, adding some of this. Oh, good, good. Now it feels like the face is a little bit too bright. I just want to leave it this way. I think I could fix that. Or maybe we'll leave it that bright. Who knows? Because it's just beginning. And actually, like, notice working on one basically. Okay, 2 layers, but the second layer is just a sketch. Layer hardcore. It's okay now. Good, good. Okay. There's my reference. I'm just thinking about the lotus right now. I just wanna here a little bit, as if it's kind of like this, I guess. I just want to indicate that there is some glow-this happening, and можно снизить уровень звука. Уже сделала потише. Сейчас должно быть лучше. Скажи мне, плиз, если все хорошо. Okay. I'm just thinking about the like shadow on the clothes though. I really want to make it somewhat warm. Let's go maybe first with this color, and then we'll see which one is the best for it. So, I'm not sure, so let it be just kind of the same hue, no big difference. How to lighten and shade Carillion hair? What's Carillion hair? What do you mean by Carillion? Do you mean brown kind of color? Hi, welcome. Welcome, guys. What's Carillion hair? Now I'm curious. about human hair, or I know there is like Karelian dog breed, so I just wonder if you're talking about fur or what. And as for the colors, I think we will just go with this kind of hazel. I actually just zoomed in, and I guess she has hair, not hair, blue eyes. Let's go with the blue then. In this case, I think I will just choose something that is kind of dark purple-ish, around that, and maybe just add a little bit of this in-between kind of color. Let's see. Well, together could be. Shall we or shall we not? Okay, let it be this way. Spiral hair. Oh, you're talking about like wavy, curly hair? Yeah, no, first of all, like you have to treat it like as I told before, like a bigger shape of hair. As if it's kind of textile, kind of draping, you know what I mean, like, and shade accordingly. Just treat it as a big volume, and just make sure that it has all the lights, all the shadows, all the reflections of other colors, maybe like background color that are around, and like then you would put some extra details by just showing the like separate parts of this hair, and it depends like if like what's the shape of these curls. I mean, for instance, it can be like if it's some sort of like this kind of curls. I wonder if you can see it. Okay, like the darker color. I mean, like this kind of shape. So in this case, like think about this as some sort of like cylinder, and treat it accordingly. So if that would be a cylinder, you would, I wonder if you can see it, guys, a little bit bigger. And like for example, here's the middle kind of color, middle shade area. Then there is this light that goes here, and then like here is the darkest part, for instance, and here is some sort of like color reflection. And usually, by the way, color reflections, they almost never are lighter than the light itself. Sometimes it happens, but not often, and you have to think about how it relates to the light, actually. So, and so let's say here we have the, but okay, this shadow doesn't matter. So, and let's say that here you have your like, curls, right? So you would just want to make sure that you keep this kind of like, you know, oops, overall like basic coloring, like this. And here's the curl. Here you have the curl. Here you have the curl. Or let's say that it goes here. I mean, it's pretty much approximate. And basically you want to keep that like coloring like this, then some reflections, and then here will be the light, area, right? Oops. And so, I mean, basically just keeping this shading. And then, like when you have done like the bigger part, you could just go with some detailing, like you could show that there are some like strands like this. Try not to make these parts equal in size, because they won't look as if they're real hair. Kind of like this. Awesome. Oh, good, good. I hope it helps, because like I'm explaining this not in my native language, so I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, please tell me, because I'm trying. And like it also like depends on what kind of curly it is, because sometimes if it's just wavy, it would go, say, like this. For example, in some waves. So basically same thing. Think about it as if it's like a piece of like more or less shiny textile, or a piece of maybe paper, but I think the textile is more accurate. So let's say you would also put like maybe some light here, right? So this part, and maybe it goes darker right here, and then you just move to some middle kind of tone here. And basically you have done the overall shading of this part, for example, right? And then after that you could just add some detailing by showing the parts here, and maybe just darken it here, maybe add some separate strands of hair, like going this side, whatever. This is like approximately how to treat it. Yeah, and like just like here in my studying here of this reference, like I just try to treat this hairstyle as a whole, like as one shape, and this is why I have like the darker areas we can see. And basically speaking of the shape, think also about the shape of the head, because we discussed it before. I think that basically head is egg-shaped, and so you know how like on TikTok, for example, when they try to, usually guys do that, like when they try to show a female character, they would just put a towel on their heads. So basically that's pretty much how to treat drawing hair. I mean, think as if it's like putting some sort of textile on an egg, right? So how would the shape go? How would it like cover it? And where would it be tighter than in other areas? So yeah, and according to this, you would also shade. So like try to notice the darkest parts, try to notice the light, this kind of stuff. Okay, back to understand. Thank you. That's good. That's good. Thank you for asking. Okay. Happy to help. Okay, so where were we? Coloring something. Yeah, on this. Yeah, actually we are working with the same here, and just I want to make transitions a little bit smoother, so I'm going to shade further, like add some color. So let's just make it more subtle as for now. I think I like almost destroyed the right brow. You see, like I'll get a little bit lighter eventually. as a teacher previously? No, never. Never. I would like sometimes give just some lessons in English, but that's pretty much it. More like tutor. But no, I have never taught art. Usually I was the one studying it. Interesting. Right now it looks kind of watercolory. I'm just thinking about maybe switching, or like maybe mixing the two layers, but we'll see. Just not the right time yet. Just yet. I mean, I think I will just at some point here I will just mix these two layers and work on them together. But right now I don't feel ready yet. I still might need the layer. I work as an education teacher, and I think your explanation is excellent and simple. Oh, great, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I struggle a little bit because of the language. I mean, I kind of feel okay talking in English, but like when I explain something, especially like specific things, I just wonder if I'm like naming the things right. So I hope. Because like from time to time I also watch other people teaching this stuff, and I guess I just pick up some of the words from there, from those sources, so I hope it makes sense. Thank you for hitting likes. It's yeah. Actually, let's try to go with this here. Maybe a little bit dark though. Really nice to me. Thank you. I wanna add, like this. A little edginess. Maybe make them a little bit juicier. Yeah, me too. Okay. Need to like go this way. Lower lip. And here it looks a little bit weird. I think it's time to. Okay, let's. Shall we merge the layers? No. Okay, let's do this way. I will just like group them. Oops. Then I'm going to duplicate the group. This one I will hide, and this one I will flatten. Let's like try and go with this one, just in case we will have our plan B. Like the flow is also really important. I'm trying to get into the right kind of movement here. Best draw a light and then shadow or vice versa? Good question. It depends. It depends like how you feel comfortable first of all. Like I would say that usually I go from shadows to light. That's my personal preference. But sometimes it's really nice to switch things up and try different style, different way. So like I think, and it also depends in what media you work with. Like, I mean, in digital, I think it pretty much doesn't matter because you always can change things. I can paint over or I don't know. But if we're talking about like the traditional media, especially like watercolor, for example, it doesn't really forgive mistakes that easily. So I would recommend to like I would say maybe go from light to darker because you don't want to make your shadows too dark in watercolor right away because otherwise you would just it could be possible that you mess up, and in watercolor there is no way to make things lighter afterwards. Only if you use like blush, for example, but it doesn't really save you that much because sometimes it's just not that what they call this like I mean it's not that covering that doesn't cover that good, and so like if you know that's too dark can stay too dark, just try to build it gradually in steps. And also speaking of the media, like for instance, when wash dries out completely, it becomes usually a little bit lighter than it was when it was wet. And acrylics, they do vice versa, like with the after they dry out completely, they become darker. So like keep that in mind. Like definitely experiment. If it's some sort of like media that's, as I said, like forgives mistakes, I think, like for example, colored pencils, you could just start lighter maybe areas and then go darker, but just try to, in any case, try not to make dark like too dark right from the start, because you can always make things darker basically, but it's not necessary that you always can make them lighter afterwards. Like that's the thing. And I also feel that I need to make the pupils darker. Not the pupils, but the eyes. And I think I would do like this kind of gray here. Getting up a little bit here and then blending. And we can always come back to lighter stuff. But right now I won't do that. I don't want to make the irises to cut out cardboardy, right? Even the eyelash line, eyelid line, a little bit. When there are the visible outlines, usually things everywhere, I would say. Usually things don't look natural and don't look, I mean, they kind of start looking fake and as if they are made of cardboard or something. So a good, I'd say like a good part of mixing things, blending things together always helps to kind of give this painterly kind of feeling there. No problem. You're very welcome, guys. Always happy to share. Okay. I also would like to add maybe, oops, and build up this thing, the lower lid. There and present, maybe let's go more into the and also, like, speaking of colors, so after I have chosen, oh, we wanted to experiment with the colors. Okay, let's just have a look what will change, how it will look like. I just wonder, like, what if now she looks like Hulk. She-Hulk, I would say. To green. Ooh, Avatar. This one is interesting, but kind of like beetroot a little bit. But I mean, it could work actually, but not this time. Not this time. Yeah, these are fun actually. So kind of gives you an idea what are some of the alternatives. Was that 50? A little bit here as well. It's for lightness, darkness. Maybe we could like just 1% lighter. No, so far I like the color palette. I just wanted to see like what changes, what are possible variants there. So yeah. And I was speaking about like picking colors, and you know, like a lot of people have some problems with choosing colors. My approach is usually like mapping out the colors in advance. I mean, at the beginning kind of stages, and then like all other colors that I use throughout, like the shading, the coloring, are usually some sort of mix like of the previously chosen colors. I mean, for these, for example, like shading of the lower eyelids, I have chosen like this color here. That's, I mean, it appeared somewhat randomly, but basically it's just like, you know, still related to these basic colors that I have chosen at the beginning. Very useful. Okay. So it's, yeah, like usually then like following this kind of already. Speaking of choosing the basic colors, which is also an interesting aspect, I think it makes sense to study things first of all, like study other artists, study maybe some references. Usually reference gives you a lot of information on what could be done. Like you could just tweak a little bit some of the colors. So don't copy completely the reference colors, but just try to like, definitely there is some sort of intuition to it, but I would say that's it definitely helps to have this eye for colors, you know, like look at a lot of pictures, choose, like on Pinterest for example, choose the color palettes that you like, try to paint in these kind of colors, like and yeah, pretty much like working with color helps. And especially if you watch a lot of artists, probably you have some ideas on what colors they use, what looks good, what you like, what you don't like. So I would say that's, this thing definitely helps. When it comes to colors, just also of course there are some tools like color wheel and stuff, and I could tell you like the whole lecture here about the color theory and stuff, so maybe it's just for another video. But you know, like eventually what was I talking about? Colors. Yeah, I was talking about the color wheel, and there are things like triads of colors, contrasting colors. I think I would just make a video about that. It's also pretty interesting to experiment this way, but I would say that's you shouldn't necessarily like limit yourself with the color wheel. It's a great tool, but personally, I don't rely on like things that feel restricting to me. I mean, I kind of like I understand the color theory, what things like what colors work together, what don't. But I think there is a lot of experimentation to it, and you might be surprised like what colors actually look good together, even though like they are not maybe, you know, traditionally linked as looking good ones. Oh, and by the way, I just wanted to test and see. Oops, no, not that. Wanted to see what the black and white looks like. Actually, it's another kind of tip on how to check whether you're going in the right direction or not. So like right now I just tweaked saturation to 0, complete 0. So there is no color to it, but you can see that in terms of the shading and volume, it's kind of alright. Of course, it's there is some space to work on, and there are some things to work on, but like on the kind of whole picture, it's kind of alright. I would make maybe the hair highlights lighter, but we haven't worked with the hair just yet, so it's something to keep in mind. And I would definitely make the shadows in the hair darker as well, because you can see how different it is from the reference picture, for example. I don't want to go into that black just like in reference, but we definitely need more shadow there, that's for sure. And same with the face, like yeah, there are these kind of like darker points like eyes, maybe some right part of her lips, but once again, like we need more utilization here. And I know that some people work with black and white scheme and then they color it. I don't find it very comfortable for me personally. I have done it before, but I would say that I prefer to work right away with color. But it's... Give me back. Give me it back. How do they say that? Like, give it back to me. Yeah. So, yeah, basically that's... So apart from the color, we keep in mind the light shadow kind of relations here. Kind of shadow, let's maybe a little bit of the neck. See that there is this spot of light, like on area below your neck. Just keep that in mind. This transition. Not to overdo that either, because we don't want to make it look like it's a piece of paper here or something. And also I would like to add some colder kind of color. And then let's go into this ultramarine kind of part of the wheel. Here. It is lightly in. And you know, speaking of like picking the colors, I also wouldn't recommend to like blindly follow this, because you can always like experiment, just treat it lightly, tweak it a little bit. So let's say that I have chosen this color from the I would say intersection or like overlapping kind of area of the multiplied sketch lines and the color of the hair, like the basic color. And then like, yeah, you have the maybe good, more or less good tone, but you could always like switch a little bit the color, like depending on where you want to go. Like it could, since we have more or less like warm highlights, we can go into the colder kind of shadow. So we would maybe move the wheel towards the like the blues, and maybe make it a little bit darker. And let's see how it looks good. I don't like it. Could maybe add a little bit more color and see how it works. If not sure, try to add different colors here. I think this one looks better. More into bluish kind of tone. And just make sure that you edit, but once again, don't make it like, don't do it blindly. Just even though you can see that in the reference there is like absolutely dark area, it's due to some maybe dramatic light, maybe the way the picture was taken, lots of reasons. But usually these kind of like blunt, dark areas, they don't look well, at least if you're going for this painterly kind of like light style. I wouldn't recommend that. Well, just try to find the places where the hair gets the darkest and put it there. You might even experiment and like see what happens if you go like more into this kind of like ink kind of color. Does it look good? Maybe we could like just, I don't know, add some strands of this color here and could change everything. So yeah, lots of freestyling, experimenting, and even after you like learn the overall algorithm and stuff, I would definitely recommend to not to get stuck in all this, you know, because it's always fun, always interesting to try things. Okay guys, this hour like was, it went by so fast. I think I just got into all this process, but I have to go now. And thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for being here with me on the stream, or maybe watching it as a replay later. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to give me a like to support my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. I have pretty much every social media account, like TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, Threads, like YouTube obviously. So yeah, please follow me everywhere just to see some updates, and see you in my next video. Bye!